It's been amazing. It's been like the best 4 years of my life. So it's very bittersweet for it to be my last, but I'm excited for the rest of the season and also like the next chapter, but it's been the best.
Congratulations, Kimberly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Adam.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump from New Zealand.
You're good.
To come hang out with their daughter, to watch her graduate, and to watch her take down a Big East title as we get underway for the men's 5,000. We'll introduce you to the participants. It's Matthew Forrester of Butler, Devin Comer of Villanova, Jesse Hamlin of Butler, Buranu Harriman of Georgetown, Chris Sullivan of Villanova, William Zagarski, who won the 10K yesterday. We'll see if all that lactic acid got out of his legs by today. Charlie Moore of Villanova, Cormac Dixon of Providence, Mateo Rocio of Butler, Alex Souter of Connecticut, Will Gary of Xavier, Nick Sullivan of Villanova, Jackson Triplett of Xavier, James Dunn of Georgetown, and Marco Langan of Villanova. 15 participants as we get underway in a race that last year was won by Marco Langan of Villanova as a freshman with a half-second victory over Jesse Hamlin. But as mentioned, Matthew Forrester, pretty good competitor. William Zagarski in the 10K last night. They were a statue unto themselves. And we'll see what tonight looks like with a race that is half the length. It's a beautiful night here in Storrs, Connecticut. And when we look at some of these numbers, Matthew Forrester, of these participants, the best time by 6 seconds. Forrester with a time of 13:30. Devin Comer of Villanova with the time of 13:36. Butler's Jesse Hamlin, a time of 13:40. And Georgetown's Harriman, time of 13:43. So about 15 seconds separating first from fourth in terms of what we saw in the regular season. But as we just heard with Casey talking to Kimberly May, last year she just went out and decided to win it. And May, a year ago, won it by about 25 seconds. This year she wanted to play it a little more strategically. Her time was slower, but she was able to pull it out by 6 seconds. This is a tight field so far. You've got a couple at the back that are starting to pull back, and it is worth noting that of the listed starters, we do have 3 that are not participating, including Matthew Forrester, who has the best time of those among those who were supposed to enter this field. And so our field of 15 is down to a field of 12. Also, Mateo Rocio, William Zagarski, Matthew Forrester, a trio of Butler Bulldogs not running here in the 5K tonight. The 2 at the back that have started to peel back, you see 10 runners in the foreground of your screen. It's Will Gary of Xavier and Alex Souter of Connecticut. And a pair of Villanova Wildcats, Nick Sullivan and Marco Langan, with a nice start to this night. The group of 12 has really turned into a group of 9. Langan's time on 13:45 last year has not officially posted a time of 5,000 meters this year, as we have less than 10 minutes to go in this race. And it's all been very nip and tuck so far. We've got the women's 5K being honored. Jenna Zdanowicz of UConn being honored for second place. And we just talked to Kimberly May of Providence from New Zealand. Back-to-back titles. Exciting moment for her. Her parents able to see it in person for the first time. As we check back in on the men's 5K, not much has changed. Although we do start to see a little bit of movement outside the top three. James Dunn might be shimmying his way up. I think that might be true. A little bit of a fade back for Chris Sullivan. As it's Dunn and Harriman of Georgetown that have made the move from back of that first pack on up. And so we've got a group of 6 that have established themselves with 7 laps to go, under 2 miles to go in this one. Langan won the outdoors last year. He also won the 5,000 meters at the indoors by 4.5 seconds over Matthew Forrester. The freshman Bernu Harriman of Georgetown lost by roughly 6 seconds in his first Big East Championships. A freshman competed at indoors, might have a better sense on how to run some things in his race head-to-head with Langan this time. James Dunn nipping at the heels of Langan. Harriman has dropped from 3rd to 4th as Cormac Dixon of Providence leapfrogs him for 3rd place. Make that Jesse Hamlin of Butler. Nope, that is Cormac Dixon of Providence. Wait for the official times to come in and update at the 2,600 meter mark out of our 5K. We're over halfway through this one. Officially, as they cross the starting line that last time, it is Langan, Dunn, and it is Hamlin in 3rd place for Butler. Then it's Georgetown's Harriman, Chris Sullivan of Villanova, Cormac Dixon of Providence is in 6th place. And so we do have a cluster of 3 at the front. That's Langan, Dunn, and Hamlin. Then this next group of 2 behind them is Harriman and Chris Sullivan. And then it's Cormac Dixon as an island running in 6th place. 5 laps to go. Marco Langan has set the pace and seems comfortable doing so. James Dunn is pulsing behind him with 1,800 meters left. It's our final event of the night. We've got coverage for you beginning at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It'll be somewhere in the area of 3 to 4 hours worth of coverage as the bulk of the points for this championship weekend will be handed out. Langan mighty comfortable. Langan pulling away. He's leaving Dunn and Hamlin in the dust right now. He's opened up about a 30-plus meter lead right now. He's running his race, and with about 5 minutes left in it, he is showing no signs of wanting to give it back. We're 80% through. 1,000 meters remain for Langan. The lead is growing right now for Marco Langan. He's a sophomore for Villanova, and he's getting wiser by the moment. Not quite at a 100-meter lead, but his pace will give him a 100-meter lead over the rest of the field before race ends. Langan's lead has ballooned to 9 seconds as Hamlin and Dunn battle for second place. A half second separates those two. As Langan has begun to lap some participants. And it's been a strong push right now by Hamlin in second place. We watch Langan in first, but Hamlin's race in second has opened up about a 30 or so meter lead on third place as James Dunn has fallen back. Dunn better be careful because Chris Sullivan of Villanova is hot on his heels, along with Berenu Harriman of Georgetown. Those two are looking for a podium spot, and they've got James Dunn in their sights. Hamlin in second place comfortably. Langan had made his move with 800 meters left. Nobody looks like they are poised to track down Langan. It's the bell lap. A year ago, Langan ran 13:45.50. The 5K record
200 meters to go for Marco Langan.
With 200 meters left, Marco Langan looking to double up on the 5,000 meter. The record was set back in 2002. Langan has it in his sights. The meet record, a time of 13:39.38. Marco Langan. He's got a record in his sights, and he has blown a record out of the water. Langan obliterates the previous mark in the 5K. He went 13:45 last year, and he destroys that mark. He destroys the best mark ever in the Big East Championships. Luke Watson of Notre Dame ran it in 13:39.38. And in our final event of the night, we get a new Big East Championship record. And it wasn't close. Over 12 seconds for Marco Langan. That is the 13th best time in the NCAA this year. Talk about finishing a night with a flourish. For Marco Langan, he delivered for all of those who stuck around.